I would rather be a cannibal and eat human flesh than eat onion. For sure. The thing I say I hate the second most behind onions.
Me.
No, Wendy, you're always number one. You're above onions.
Welcome to Frenemies Forever show.
No. It's the Forever Frenemy show, Wendy.
Well, it's a very special show, you guys.
Very special episode today.
So, if you guys are wondering what's happening here, we have a very special guest.
Yeah.
And it's the onion.
We're going to peel back the layers today of ARFID.
We are going to peel back the layers today of ARFID. Definitely.
It's a very serious eating disorder that you guys know I have.
And we might cry.
Yes, because of the onions.
Because of peeling the layers.
Yes.
Very emotional.
It is. For John, it's very
Nice
emotional.
metaphor.
Yeah.
Guys, this is John Vibes. John Vibes is a scriptwriter for me. Some people call John Vibes the hippie version of Bitboy Crypto. We have a lot of similarities. We definitely don't look or dress the same. He's a big fan of He's a big fan of jumpsuits, full matching jumpsuits, which I'm not. I have weird rules about clothes, but we both have weird rules about food. Yeah. So one thing that's really interesting. So let's talk about ARFID, John.
Yeah, explain what ARFID is while I enjoy these ribs. Because I'm going to, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
I love ribs. And I get it all over my face all the time because I eat like a 2-year-old. Yeah, okay, so explain what ARFID is. John, explain what ARFID is.
So it's in like the way that I have always described it before I knew what ARFID was just that I'm grossed out by most food, even the food that I like, if it isn't the exact way that I like it. And it sounds like I'm just like a stuck-up food snob or something like that.
You're the nicest person ever, though.
I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, it's like it's literally a thing in your brain where you like it makes you gag when you have this particular food. And a lot of it comes from your brain getting wired for a certain type of consistency. And it happens with certain people. It's like very common among people on the spectrum and stuff like that. It isn't like a 100% thing. It's like more extreme.
Which I've heard John is telling people I'm on the spectrum.
Well, you are because you have ADHD. ADHD is on the spectrum.
I've never been diagnosed with ADHD.
I thought you said you had it.
Well, I mean, I think most people would assume I probably have it. But I've never taken medication for it, never been diagnosed.
I have ADHD.
Well,
yeah.
I'm not diagnosing you as autistic,
thank you.
Ben. I'm not doing that.
You know what, John? I think you have AIDS.
You're not a doctor, right?
No. Definitely.
Where's Dr. Fauci? Where's Dr. Fauci when you need him?
That's the hilarious
we should
question.
we could get Dr. Fauci on the show. He'd be able to help us with lots of ailments.
But
Could we get
I
him
do
to give us
see
a vaccine
therapist.
live on the show?
I do see a therapist for these
for
issues
that.
and stuff like that.
So John, so ARFID stands for, do you know what it stands for, John?
Effective resistant food intake disorder.
So you're not.
I don't think that's correct. Are you positive that's correct?
I'm spitballing here. So
I saw this on TikTok.
okay.
So I'm assuming
If you
it's,
see it on TikTok, it's correct.
And for me, it definitely is a very extreme thing. Like I have to take protein shakes with me everywhere I go, and I have to research every place that I visit to make sure that like I can find the food places that I'll eat.
so that's something I like. One reason why I haven't done a lot of international traveling is because I know like Hispanic food's all cooked with onions. In Indian food and food like Mediterranean food, like I don't like any of that. And so it's hard, like in Estonia, it was kind of hard to find a place that had some good food. I don't like Greek food. I do like baklava, it's really good. But outside of that, like I don't eat pitas or what's the other, gyros.
Pitas are good.
I'm not.
What is the Indian bread? It's I can't remember what it is, but
Naan?
Naan is so good. I love naan.
Do you like sandwiches
And
and
roti
like
is good,
stuff
too.
like that? Because I don't like anything mixed together. Kind of like how like the kids like can't have anything on their plate touching. I have a very similar vibe going on there.
But John, what have been some of the biggest challenges for you, like with this?
Chicken tenders, I think.
Well, I think like traveling, like he said, is definitely challenging, but like social events too, because you never realize like how many things that people do revolve around eating. And
drinking. So I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah,
so
that-
it's like
yeah.
that also makes
makes
social
sense.
stuff a little odd. don't get. I don't know how I would survive if I was raised in another country.
People ask me that a lot.
Yeah.
They're like, what would you do if you were like in the wilderness somewhere? They're like, you would have to eat. And I'm like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, like I could not eat an onion no matter how hungry I was.
What about if you guys grew up in like the Great Depression or like during the Black Plague when
I would have starved.
That's what people say, and I
You don't
honestly,
understand what it's like to have it.
I think that
No, I get
there
it, but
are people. We would live on extreme low nutrition. Like we
Yep.
would find some kind of safe food that like was that one or two things that we would eat every day,
Yeah.
and we would get by on that, and that's how we would survive.
Yep.
But we wouldn't like,
I'm not going to just start liking salad.
gorge ourselves
Yeah.
on everything. Yeah.
Well, your ancestors brought you here. Okay, they brought you here. I think ARFID is genetic. I feel like because
It is for sure. My
Yeah.
entire, like all of my brothers and my dad definitely have Harford. No, so here's an interesting story. Interesting story is we have a brother that was from my dad's second marriage. My dad's been married 3 times. He's been married for like 25 years now or whatever. But the second wife in between my mom and my stepmom now.
It's so crisp.
So they had a kid. His name's Justin. And a lot of stuff happened, and we didn't see Justin for about 15 to 20 years. Very sad. But he's back in the family now. We love him, talk to him, hang out with him, see him at holidays and stuff. It's been really cool. We connected in the last 2 years. But what happened is family first reconnected with him. And my stepmom called him and was like, hey, you come over to the house this weekend. It'll be really cool. Like, we're going to have spaghetti. Now, my stepmom makes the best spaghetti ever. The meatballs are so anytime they ask what I want.
Because it's unflavored.
Anytime they ask what I want, that's what it is. It's really good. She makes it to fit our family. So none of us like onions. None of us like chunky tomatoes. So it's a meat sauce, but it's thin, and it's got meatballs in it, and the noodles, and that's it. So
my grandmother's spaghetti is the same way in our family.
I'm
That's so
screaming
funny.
in Italian, Sicilian, American. Like screaming. Like my mother,
I don't like authentic Italian food.
my mom.
Too many chunky tomatoes.
You would probably like pastina.
Pastina.
It's chicken. Well, I use chicken bone broth
Yeah.
and little pastinas, and you just make it. And then if you want to put cheese on it, you can.
Yeah. I mean, pasta and cheese sounds great. So the point is, she tells him, hey, we're going to make spaghetti this weekend. Now we haven't seen him in 20 years. We haven't seen him since he was maybe 8 or something like that. His first thing he said was, okay, spaghetti. Oh, that's cool. But I don't like a lot of weird stuff in it. She immediately knew what that meant. I immediately knew what it meant. It meant no chunky tomatoes, no onions, no peppers. And she said, oh, don't worry. It's already made like that. And he came over that weekend, ate the spaghetti, and it was like, you could see for the first time, I believe, probably in his life, he was around people that got what he went through with ARFID.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, that just goes to prove my point that you guys had people that survived
Yeah.
with ARFID.
Because we're alive.
Yeah, so you're alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys made it.
Yeah.
So if you can make it,
We've made it.
We did it.
if you guys can make it,
Anybody can.
anybody can.
Yeah.